What's going on, people? Today we're coming at you with another video. We're gonna swap out the power steering filter. On the manual it says these things are supposed to be swapped out every 4,000, but if you can see that sucker's pretty dirty, and so we're gonna swap it out. This is what the filter looks like inside. It's just like a regular oil change, you know. Once it gets dirty, it gets dirty. So, you know, you just gotta swap it out. So let's get to it. All right, people. So this is the way I drain my fluid, my power steering fluid. Of course, I'm gonna have to disconnect this line right here. I have to disconnect this clip right here to take the filter off. But other than that, that would be my last line that I disconnect, because the filter's in here. But the way you drain it is, there's a drain plug down here. There's a drain plug. You just unscrew it and then you just drain it out. So let me drain it out so you guys can see what I'm doing. Back up a little bit. So all I do is put a bucket on the bottom and then just unscrew it. And of course, I'm gonna unscrew this so it can give it air. That way it'll flow right through. So there's your screw. And then I just let it fall. Of course, I always put a cardboard on the bottom, just in case. But it'll all drain eventually. I mean, I could unplug a bunch of hoses and just drain it all real quick like, but what's the rush? Go up here. Good. Alright, so this is the way I'm going to take out this hose up here. Of course, you guys already know this is going to be stuck. So just kind of wiggle it out. Wiggle it out, and there you go. Again, make sure you have a cardboard underneath so you won't get it all over the place. It's always good to have the truck jacked up, because we're gonna wiggle the tires to make sure everything gets straightened out. So the truck is jacked up, and this is what happens when you move the wheels, the steering wheel. Let's see. Oh, shucks. So you need a cardboard down there. So I mean, it doesn't have to be big motions on the steering wheel. Give me little ones. If you can see the reservoir, it's already draining out. So this is all you do. You don't have to start the truck up right now, but as soon as I put the fluid in there, then I'll turn the truck on. But yeah, just as long as you jack the truck up, this is all you have to do. Not hard. I'll tell you when. Alright, people, well, we're still draining it, but what I'm gonna do is unplug this and then go ahead and swap swap out the filter. So you just turn this knob right here. Boom. And then bam. There's your filter. There's your filter. And it's just a twist off. Boom. There you go. That's what it looks like inside. My oil was pretty nasty. Ow. Okay. All right, fellas. Well, as you can see, everything's drained out. Reservoir is empty. It's still dripping just a little bit, and this is what I did. Let me show you guys what I did. So the truck is jacked up, the truck is not on, so all I did was just wiggle the tire just a little bit for all the oil to drain out of the drain hole. So now I'm gonna put it back together. Here's your screw for your drain hole, and it goes down here at the bottom. So there you go. Make sure everything's nice and clean when you put it all back together. There's no dirt on there, and it won't give you no leaks. The one I'm using for the bottom is a 16 socket. There you go. Now this one has a gasket in here. Make sure you buy that one. Goes in here. Gaskets are always important. Just like you were gonna do an oil change on a car, you know, you wanna lubricate the top, because we have a gasket here, so just lubricate it nice and good. All right, and then you're gonna put it into this to screw on. So you just screw it on. Nice and snug. Again, don't put too much back on because it's plastic, so you know what happens to plastic, it breaks off, and then you'll have a hell of a mess. So you know, this goes in here. Oh wow. All right, I did it backwards. Boy. We're doing it backwards. We are doing it backwards. Okay. What's up, Eric? How's it, Eric? Alright, so let's do it again. This is the way you're gonna do it. There's a gasket in here. Make sure you buy that one for Freightliner. So put this together first, because it is not going to fit no other way. So there we go. Oops. Come on, buddy. What the heezy for cheesy? Sorry again, fellas. Sorry again. I ain't got no coffee in my life. All right, here we go. Put it in like that. Okay? Like this. Bam. All right. Had it in the first time. You just screw it on. Nice and snug. Remember, nice and snug. Don't overdo it. It's plastic, so You don't want to break it. And then what I like to do, I know you guys are gonna cuss me out, but I don't put power steering oil. I put Delvac. Why? It's a little thicker and it lasts longer. And takes a gallon. But since you drained it, I believe it's gonna take more than a gallon. So right now I'm gonna put it up to the max. And then I'm gonna put the filter in. Right? Boom. There's your filter. We just tie this up. Make sure you always keep this on this side. Because that's where your hose is going to go. So you just put it in there. Got some pliers. Boom. So now we're gonna play with this. And we will see that the oil will start draining. You can also turn it on and play with it. Go like this to the steering wheel a few times, turn the truck on and go like this, and it'll also drain it. Make sure you just clean everything off. Got it? Well, fellas, there you go. Oil in. Like I said, I already dropped the truck. And that's pretty much it. You jack the truck up, and here's your drain plug down here. Your filter's in there. You unclip this, you screw on your filter, and again, I know it might be surprising to some of you guys, but this is what I use. Just in case you guys don't believe me, here you go. I use Delvac. I do not use power steering fluid. You don't have to put in Delvac the way I do it. It's called for power steering. I don't use power steering fluid. It's too thin, but to each his own. I'm not recommending anybody to use Delvac on their power steering. I am not recommending that. You guys need to use power steering if that's how you feel, but I don't. So yeah, that's the job. Real simple, not hard. I believe that filter is supposed to be swapped out every 30,000 or something like that. Not too sure, but I just swap it out whenever I put my finger in there, and if the oil comes back dirty, that's when I swap it out. All right, people. Hope I helped somebody out. Have a good day.